And also in last video we saw how can we change SQL agent out file path using two different ways. The first way is changing that path directly into registry using regedit, and the second way is changing that path from query, SQL query. Alright, so now if we go back and look into failover cluster manager, let's say if we go to the disks, now out of so these many disks are available right now, which are part of SQL cluster, and out of that the very first disk, so that is a quorum disk which is utilized by Windows cluster. So this is part of node no or SAN1 still. So if I go back to my diagram, so we had two SANs now. So on this SAN we used to have three drives: data 01, log 01 and quorum 01. Out of that, data 01 and log 01 we took offline. Okay, but still the quorum drive is utilized by our cluster. Now unless and until we get remove the dependency of this quorum drive, we cannot bring that SAN down. Okay, so what we need to do basically is, or what we are going to do in this video is, instead of using this, currently it is utilizing this quorum drive, but instead we have created a new quorum drive. So we have to just change that quorum drive of our Windows cluster, and we'll see that how can we do that. So for that, just click on, select that Windows cluster, right click, and in actions you will find configure cluster quorum settings. Select that, a new window will appear, click next. Here you will get to see different options, and we have to select this one. The second option, what it says is you can add or change the quorum witness. Remember, we have to change the quorum witness drive. We are going to change that from quorum, which is currently available on SAN1, and we are going to change that to quorum 2, which is available on SAN2. Next, configure a disk witness, adds a quorum vote for the disk witness. So we are going to select this one. Now it will show what are available cluster drives right now we have. So it is showing 4 drives, which is correct. Remaining 2 are offline. And if I expand this guy, so remember 1 gig drive is of from old SAN, and this new 1.5 gig drive, the purposely I gave, I mean you can identify that from later as well. So Q is from SAN1 and X is from SAN2. So I will unselect this, I will select this guy, next, next, finish. Perfect, work done. So if I go back now, you can see disk 4 is tagged as disk witness in quorum, whereas disk 1 is showing as part of available storage. I can bring this offline now, and let's go back to roles. See, so there is still all the services are running fine, and there is no change. Let me go back to disk. Okay, it is offline, and yeah, so all our services are running perfectly fine, and our new disk 4 is showing as quorum drive. So if I go back, it is showing as a quorum drive. Okay, now since all these 3 disks belongs to SAN1, you can just get rid of that. Anyway, those are in offline state, you can simply remove them. Perfect. So exact 3 drives now, one quorum, log02, data log02 and data02. Perfect. So we have successfully removed all the dependencies from old SAN to the new SAN, and as part of that process we did all these things. And in next video we are going to do the testing, failover testing, because once you do all that migration, it is necessary that you will do the testing as well. So basically what all things we performed till now: we moved the user databases, MDF and LDF files, we change the system databases MDF LDF file, we change the master databases as well. Along with that, we change the startup parameters, we change the SQL log file path, we change SQL agent out file in file path in last video itself. Now in this video we change the quorum drive, and also we removed all those remaining drives, old drives, from our cluster. Now those drives are not available at all, you don't see them. Okay, similarly if I go back to file explorer, I don't see them now. they are gone totally. All right, so thank you for watching this video, and in next video we'll do the testing, failover testing, okay, of our cluster. Thank you for watching this video.